Bezat Hashem, we're back at the limut of Natilat Yadayim in Siman 158. So the question was, we said yesterday, today is, by the way, tonight is already Wednesday night, going into Thursday, the 8th day of month of Shvat. Bezat Hashem, we are holding in, we're going into 5th day of the week of Parashat Shabbat Beshalach. So Bezat Hashem, yesterday we discussed Siv Gimel, where the question was if somebody eats less than kazait of bread. We're on page 92 in English. Okay, in each Matzliach Mishnah Berurah. So yesterday we said that the Shulchan Aruch says he doesn't have to wash. Some say he doesn't have to wash bread at all. If you eat less than 28 grams of bread. So the question is, if that's what we're holding, let's see what Mishnah Berurah now discusses in Lehalacha. Because remember, many times Shulchan Aruch will say something, we will have today's poskim who do not hold like that, and let's see. So says Mishnah Berurah, Siv Katan Yud, Siv Gimel. Pachot mikazait. So somebody eats less than a kazait, less than 28 grams. Dezeh la chashiva achila ap le'inyan birkat hamazon. This is not considered to be, says Mishnah Berurah, it's not even a meal. For Birkat, it's not called food at all for Birkat Hamazon. V'hine ataz pasak. So too says the Taz. Ken ledina de'en tzarech netila. So Taz agrees with Shulchan Aruch and says you don't need to make a netila. Wash your hands appropriately. V'chen hi dat habach. So too bach v'nsiv katan yud in Gimel. V'chen hiskim agra. So we're in the fourth line already. The first word of the line is hagra. So too is agreed Gaon Vilna, Taz, Bach. So we already have three Geonim that tell us that yes, that's the halacha. Beha Birkei Yosef, and so too Birkei Yosef. Vehevi Ken Basham Arashbatz. So now we already have 5 great poskim that agree with Shulchan Aruch that you don't make netilah if you eat less than a kazait of bread. So far. V'dat alechem amechumudot v'amagen Abraham ve'Eliyah Rabbah ve'od achronim. So now they have Achronim that jump over here, Lechem Amudot, Magen Abraham, Eliyah Rabbah, and many other. De'av be'pachot b'kazayit dino ke'pachot mekabeya. Same law applies. It doesn't matter. Once the Chachamim have established to wash your hands, since it's less than kazayit, right? You must, kabeya, even anything less than 56 grams of bread that you're going to eat, you must wash your hands. Doesn't matter how much. Milligram, it doesn't matter. This Chachamim argue against Shulchan Aruch. You must wash your hands for that reason, and but you don't make a bracha al netilat yadayim. Says Mishnah Berurah, therefore, to remove any doubt from your life, you just wash your hands. It's not costing you anything. If anything, we already said washing for your hands. Right now, I'm working on a little kuntrus, a little booklet. We're gonna call it Bezat Hashem, wealth via self-perfection. About 20. We'll see. So for right now, it's about 26 pages. Big Talmid Chacham from Brooklyn. I have another Talmid Chacham doing editing. So Bezat Hashem, we're gonna publish it. It's gonna be a little booklet. It's gonna be called Wealth via Self-Perfection. So one of the things we write over there. Malei yadedu bibirchotecha. The bracha al netilat yadayim, right? Al netilat yadayim, and you take the water. How do you wash your hands? With water for al netilat yadayim. What is the Hebrew word for water? Mayim. Mayim stands for the following words. Mayim is the first letter of mem. Mem maleh. Mem maleh. Mayim. Mem yud mem. Right? Maleh. Then you have maleh, which means fill. Yud is the next letter in the word mayim, water. Yud stands for yadenu, our hands. And then the last one, mem, stands for mi birchotecha, from your blessings. So when you wash your hands as much as you possible, malei yadenu, you're filling your hands, mi birchotecha. It's not just words, and it's not just statements, and it's just not just actions. As we said yesterday, today in the morning, sorry, Zara. We said today in the morning, somebody sent me yesterday, they have a way to calculate sound frequency. Basically, they have some kind of like a gun. You know those guns they have in a pitching mound? When the guy throws a pitch, in a baseball, and they count, 75, 99, 109, and everybody goes crazy, right? How did he throw so fast? Right? Okay. So now they actually have a gun that calculates sound waves. Right? Right now, look at this. I'm taking my hand, I'm hitting on the table, right? You think Atkan, finish. The vibration stops right here by the table. There's no vibration on the floor. You'll be surprised. There's actually vibration going through the whole earth. It's just it's a very low frequency, but there is a vibration from the sound itself. So they have a gun and they measure. So when I speak right now, I say the word, how you doing? I say A, B, C, D. Speak any language I want. What do they see? They see a wave coming out. Just a wave coming out of me. Like somebody has a machine, you will have it like an X-ray, and you will see a sound formation coming out of me. Out of this world. Somebody said yesterday, and they already proved it. They have a machine facing me, and I take myself, a little child, and I teach him, say word aleph. Say word bet, and he says bet, and he says gimel, and each of those words actually formed. In the scan, you could see aleph. You could see in the scan bet. You could see in the scan gimel. Out of this world. The only language that does that. Nothing else. No other language. Because all other languages are just informative purpose. They are just there to understand, communicate between each other. The language of Hebrew is the language of creation. It's the language of Lashon HaKodesh that actually creates stuff. So when I
create sound waves,
not just sound waves, Habibi, create. The whole world is created on words. 10 different ma'amarim. Hashem said 10 different things and created a beautiful world. No, so now I'm taking I'm washing my hands as much as possible water. So you are actually saying to Hashem, you are indicating you want your hands to be blessed with everything. Yadenu, fill our hands with everything, with gold, whatever you want to give us. We will take it all and use it for the good. Okay, let's continue. So now, להחמיר בזה ודעה דשיעור כזית צריך נטילה לכולי עלמא הוא אף אם היה מפירורין דקין מצטרפין. Says Mishnah, before we start Mishnah, there's Mishnah here before, but Mishnah Berurah wants to just conclude before we go to Mishnah, that we're talking about kazait. Let's say you're going to be eating kazait of bread. Remember, when does the bread changes? The halacha is in Shulchan Aruch that if you took bread, pita for instance, many people use that pita, or leftover rye bread or whatever, they slice it into pieces and then they oven it more. Now it became croutons. Those croutons are mizonot, but one reason and one reason only. Why? Because they're in smaller than kazait. So if you took a big, large pita and you made it into the oven and made a roast out of it, it's 100% hamotzi because its status does not change by you baking it after. I mean, when it's baked, if it was dechatchila baked as a cracker like matzah, no problem, it's mizonot. But if once it was established to be hamotzi, bread, you made it for the purpose of bread, not a cracker. Later on that you want to change it to cracker, the only time it changes the bracha is when you slice it into small pieces less than 28 grams. Says Mishnah Berurah, however, if you have slices of bread, some people have this idea that they could do whatever you want, these people, beautiful caterers, they could make you design out of everything, right? So this guy somehow created some kind of beautiful idea, took pita and sliced it into small pieces and made a beautiful design. Now, you came to eat from that pita, and that's what we're talking about here. You're eating less than kazait. You came to Shmorborg. You don't want to wash your hands yet. You want to know if you're going to stay for the wedding. You don't know if it's going to be mixed. You want to run away after the chuppah. Some people go into such a chuppah, right? So he doesn't know. But he wants to taste a little bit from Shmorborg. He got a little bit hungry. He doesn't want to eat the Shmorborg. He wants to eat the Su'udah, Mle'ah in the time of the meal of dancing, right? Before dancing, the whole thing, right? Okay? So he goes to Shmorborg and he eats pieces of this bread. Says Mishnah Berurah that that's what we're talking about here. However, to be Mechayev Birkat Hamazon, you could eat even small pieces of those breads that was for the design. And if you got to 28 grams or more, you must say Birkat Hamazon. Now, if you're planning to eat a bunch of them, more than 56 grams, yes, you wash your hands one at a time. So here's Mishnah Berurah. If you came to taste of that little bread less than kazait, you go wash your hands. According to many Achronim who argue on even Gaon Mivilna, Taz, and Bach, and against Eliyahu Rabbah, and against Shulchan Aruch, don't agree with him. If you want to eat, says Mishnah Berurah, go wash your hands without a bracha. What do you say?
So it's very practical. A lot of these restaurants or stores have little croutons for the salads to try it. It's like bread, What bracha do you say?
If it's a real bread that was sliced in the bread that was sliced and it still has the softness of bread, if it's not before, usually people when you hear crouton, it means it's fried, already grilled or fried. So if it's grilled or fried, it's already mizanot.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you're supposed to ask probably how they would make this.
Okay, you can see it. You can see it. But most restaurants actually take bread. They take baguettes. They put small pieces. When you wash your hands to make a motzi.
Yeah.
Okay, then they're gonna bring you whatever they're gonna give you.
Even if you try a little piece.
Okay, so that's what we're talking about here. If you're trying a little piece and nothing else, you don't wash according to the Rishon, the Gomivil, you don't have to wash your hands. But right now, our minhag is to wash your hands because the Achronim, and we follow the Achronim, we are very much impressing us. And the Mishnah Berurah even says, "Tavola bracha, it's a good thing." What does that mean? You're eating bread without washing at all. So let's see Matzliach. Let's see what he sums it up for us. Number 4, Rabbi Zohar, please.
ונחוג על מה שלא ליטול על פחות מכזית.
Yeah. So he says he's gonna. So Ish Matzliach is going to bring you Kaf HaChaim in the small brackets I'm reading. That yes, commonly people don't wash bread on the Tilat Yadayim unless it's a kazait. So if it's less, they don't wash. However, says Ish Matzliach, מכל מקום.
מכל מקום נכון ליטול כדי לצאת ידי כל הדעות.
Says, however, says also Ish Matzliach brings down the Kaf HaChaim, who says literally you don't have to. But that's Mishnah Berurah. Imagine yourself, Mishnah Berurah just enumerated you the giants. He told you Taz, he told you Bach, he told you Gaon Mevilna, he told you all other poskim over there. That's a big bunch. That's a big gdolim. Says Mishnah Berurah, but I'm telling you that since the Moni Achronim are a little bit skeptical about this whole rule, wash. Says Ish Matzliach, same thing. In the name of Kaf HaChaim says that you don't have to. So if you see somebody doing it, don't scream, don't make foul, no, nothing. Don't scream. However, says Kaf HaChaim himself, Ish Matzliach brings down that it should be better go wash without a bracha. Better again, because remember there is a lot of poskim. Who is this? Magen Abraham is not a small posek. Magen Abraham, we're talking about Eliyah Rabbah, right? He says over there, and even Mishnah Berurah is telling you himself that it's good to do it. So yes, so go wash your hands, even if you meant to eat a little bit less than kazayit, just wash your hands without any problem.
Let's say hamotzi.
What?
Let's say hamotzi.
Hamotzi, yeah, of course. Well, hamotzi you say on anything, and living on a crumb, because bracha achrona brishona is it's ke'en doraita. It's like almost doraita. It's not real doraita because the Birkat Hamazon is doraita, but bracha rishona there's a little bit limud that there's a pikpuk to say it's how can you not. How can you eat without making a blessing to God? Right? Somebody says, I don't like this. The Gemara says this, what's his name? The Gemara wants to say this, Kal Vachomer. The Gemara wants to say this Kal Vachomer. But I have a problem with this Kal Vachomer. What's the Gemara of Kal Vachomer? The Gemara says, with Aleph. He says like this. If you are saturated, when you mean you ate, you're satisfied. The Torah tells you must say Birkat Hamazon. How about before eating? Doesn't it make sense that you're about to eat to satisfy yourself? So it shouldn't be that you should make a bracha. So on that I asked a simple question. I bring down the Yom Kippur. Why do we Yom Kippur, Erev Yom Kippur and Mincha? Why do we pray Mincha Gdolah before the meal? What does it say over there? What's the main reason? Zohar! What's the main reason? You pray Mincha Gdolah of Yom Kippur before the meal. Before you come to shul.
The reason why?
Yeah. Main reason. Why do we pray Mincha Gdolah on Yom Kippur? Erev Yom Kippur. The halacha says over there, Rabbi Yaakov, no,
So we don't get drunk?
no, so we don't die. We don't choke. That's the halacha.
Yeah, they get one less.
Yeah, because Sudah Mafseket, somebody might die choking. So they say, at least before the Sudah Mafseket, before you're going to stop yourself and press, go make a vidui. So you see from here what? You see what? It's dangerous for food to begin entering your mouth. And make attempts. I'm eating a piece of chicken, I'm not dying. What is going on here with me?
Every time
I
we get
eat,
closer to death.
you come into sakana. It sounds
Every
like.
time we eat, we get closer to death.
Right. So that's what kind of kavachomer is this in Gemara? I said. That's my question. What does that mean? You should eat. So if you ate, obviously, if you ate, you just stay alive. What should you do? Hashem comes and says bench. But before eating, it's sakana. You don't know what's going to happen. Maybe the guy will choke, will croak. Who knows what's going to happen to him? I say easily. That's not a good kavachomer. You don't make a bracha before eating. That's why Torah says don't make a bracha. You don't have to make a bracha because you're entering into sakana. Chachamim come and said, yes, you know what, it's not inappropriate. It's called gezel. If you eat something without food, without making a bracha blessing, you're a thief. The whole thing over there, as we know. So here, the bottom line is, make a bracha, make a washing on a trekdem. But this is, in this halachot, regardless, whatever you eat, the halacha is you're going to eat a little crumb of bread, you make a motzliach min haaretz without a doubt. Let's continue. Oh, says Mishnah Berurah, you came to this Shmoresburg and you saw this beautiful design of bread. You know who does that? Mexicans, they have this, no? Mexicans in the New Year, they make a bread, out of bread they make a whole house. What is it called?
Probably cornbread.
Whatever it is, but it's out of bread. You know what I'm talking about?
A whole house?
Yeah, they make a house structure and like a bread out of bread. It looks like bread. I don't know. Anyway, you never went to Acapulco? I did once. Acapulco? No. What was it?
They're like crackers.
Acapulco. Yeah, my wife dragged me once. My wife said she wants to go through the whole world, so she dragged me once. And there's a whole Jewish community there. They have the best, the whole hotel, Marriott hotel is all Jewish. So we came there, and it was a Hanukkah time, whatever, Xmas time. So they had this whole like a house, and they got Xmas in the holiday to do it. Some kind of house out of bread.
Crackers.
Yeah. Crackers of bread. I don't know what it is. Sweet bread. I don't know exactly, but it's a funny thing. Okay, anyway, so he came to the caterer and you see this beautiful design of bread. Says Mishnah Berurah, you want to eat 60 grams or more. You want to eat kabeah. So what do? Says Mishnah Berurah, there, remember, Mishnah Berurah already told you once that you interrupt your meal. Let's say you're eating cake. You ate 150 grams and now you want to continue more and to eat the chiyuv of Birkat Hamazon. What does Mishnah Berurah told us there? Go wash your hands. Is still a lefisha at all? Go wash your hands, make a time. We don't hold like that. We hold, no. You made mizonot and you eat 250 grams of 230 grams. Take it up, Lero pointed out. So now you have chiyuv Birkat Hamazon. You have to say, over there we will not mechayiv you to go and make a bracha. Here says Mishnah Berurah, if you realize that you would like this bread and you're going to eat more than kabeah, more than 56 grams, go wash your hands and make a time according to Mishnah Berurah. Not according to us, we don't do that. אם אכל מעט פת למתקן חריפות השתייה, באופן המובהר לקמן סימן רי"ד, אין צריך לברך המוציא. However, this is the rule. This is called pat melafet. What's happening is the guy drank vodka. The guy thought his grandmother is from Tashkent and his mama. Now he born in America. Those little weaklings. He decided to he went to the competition with Bukharian guys at the wedding, the real Bukharian guys, the ones that came from the overseas. So the youngster takes a cup of vodka, and he realized this is not what he sees from his grandma. His grandpa comes with a whole, the jug of beer jugs, in the bars. That's what his grandpa drinks vodka on Shabbat meal. Every time he looks at the bottle of vodka, he feels a rap and he shoves it down, and then he's fine. So this little boy, little chenchko, he doesn't know how to drink vodka. He says, you know what? He wants to make himself a little bit. I grew up, Yane. So he takes a little kos, shoves it down his throat. Says Mishnah Berurah, 1 second, he's burning. He finds a baguette right there standing. Eat it without anything. Why? Because the bread is not, you're not eating the bread for food, you're eating it to wash away that hariput, that bitterness or salty fish or whatever it is.
So this is the same idea if your wife is eating a sandwich, she says, hey, try it. You take one bite. What do you do?
Oh, so trying at kazayit. If you're trying less than kazayit, you don't have to make a bracha at all. Anything, ever, nothing. Okay. Yes,
you don't. No, I told you even on a crumb.
Trying he's talking about.
To swallow?
Yeah, swallow. Sample. Yeah, of course, swallow the whole thing. What's the point of trying? What's the point of trying?
But you're eating it to benefit, to enjoy.
No, there's no. You're not. That's not. You're right now tasting. More than that, some say it's a bracha to make a bracha if you're going to eat less than kazayit. It's bracha levatala. You want to try food and you make a bracha, it's a bracha levatala because you're not eating it for food.
Rabbi
Yeah.
Eliyahu, Rosh Kolel.
It's a big machlok. We don't make a bracha. Because it's a machlok, we don't make a bracha. I know what you're
He
talking about.
did it. He took a small piece.
Yeah.
He didn't want. He took a small. He was teaching. He took a small piece of pizza crust.
Yeah.
And he said,
Without washing, without anything. I understand.
Small piece.
So again, good. So if he did it for tasting, just for taste, no, he is right.
No,
he
he did
said.
it to eat.
He eat it to eat, so he doesn't follow what he follows Kapachim, and he doesn't follow the next part of the Kapachim. Okay, it's okay. We said it's okay. She's not at fault. That's not what we're saying. What are you jumping? Here at the person who wants to taste at kazait until 26, 28 grams. Actually, it's actually less than that because kazait, according to some, is actually 18 grams. Sometimes somewhere even said kazait is 13 grams. But so we have a problem. Yeah.
I'm tasting it. I'm sorry. I just want to finish. I'm tasting it because I'm cooking.
Yes.
And I'm tasting.
No bracha, nothing. Less than kazait. Yeah.
So like, what happened in the restaurant? Like there's a contradiction because in the restaurant, when you want to wash, you have the little pieces of bread.
But it's not tasting. You're washing because you're gonna eat a meal now. They're gonna serve you.
So
they're gonna serve you a pastrami sandwich now.
Let's say you're cooking.
You don't wanna.
To make sure
Remember, it's inappropriate. Whatever they're doing by restaurants, it's all inappropriate. Mazda little pieces by the sink. First of all, they're gonna get wet. Your hands are wet still. You're supposed to sit down and wipe your hands properly. And you make like a bench. What do you mean standing? You make a motzi. I see that people do that. It's a big machshil. They're wrong in restaurants. They're very wrong. Wherever Rav Machshil should stop it immediately. Mazda nonsense. Bread, sink. What that's so bagir. It is so. I wouldn't touch.
Even the goyim, the Italians, they put a thing of bread.
No, but I wouldn't touch that bread. Everybody sneeze on it. Everybody's over there. What kind of nonsense is this? Where is the hygienics to it? What are you nuts? What kind of so silly? And it's like, I would, gentlemen. If I want to eat bread, you better put me lava on my what's his name? On my table. Yeah. I'm gonna go wash my hands and I see it lava on my table and I eat. That's it. Halas mazipo. It's very magir. Anyway, but that's not the point of here. The point is.
So there's a different. The key thing here is the one thing is you're sampling, like tasting it, make sure.
Just make sure it's presentable, yeah.
Compared to sitting down to 4 minutes.
Right. If you have to make a bracha. Okay. If not, not. But over here we're talking more than that. We're not sampling. Here your vodka is burning you. So eat the bread and it's tafel. ויש אומרים, וגם נטילת ידיים אין צריך. Some say even with that you don't have to do nothing. You took a piece of bread to take away the harifut, the burning. אף אם יש בו וקבע, even if he eats the whole loaf, a whole bagel. The guy he thought he was going to be bragging here, right? And he drank a little 50 grams of vodka and he's dying. He eats the whole loaf of a whole bagel. No problem, no bracha, nothing. Nothing. ויש אומרים לצריך. Some say, listen, if he's going to eat more than Kalbeya, no, we're going to obligate him. The guy is dying.
And then this scenario his throat is burning because of the vodka.
That's right. Or many times it happens, people eat fish, right? What do we teach in fish? Here, we're coming from that country, you eat fish, some people, there's a pit. Right? I don't know how the Americans take care of it, but we eat bread. The main thing to eat bread, and washes away the pit from the mouth, from the throat. Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Eliyah Rabbah. Yeah. Eliyah Rabbah says, no, you have to wash your hands. Again, we don't follow it. So it says, Mishnah Berurah, however, if this guy is going to be saturated with less than 28 grams to wash off the harifut, the poison, I have a whole big question. Pikpuk b'chlal. One time maybe we'll discuss it. B'chlal, why are you allowed to make a bracha if you're drinking the reim harifim if you're not enjoying it? Why is it allowed to make bracha b'chlal? I see people like shakonya beverov, and the guy, give me a pit to zakuska. What is it called?
So what are you drinking it for?
That's what I'm saying. That's why. So why do you take zakuska? How do you say zakuska in English?
Like a chaser.
You put a chaser there to flush down the harifut. So I don't understand. This is the question. A person makes a whole big steal and they're buying $300. Did you know there's Johnny Walker Royale something? Crown? That's like a $500, $700 bottle. And the guy, I bought it. It brings him a shot, 50 grams. The guy, give me a pickle.
Yeah, but if
I don't understand. So what do you make a bracha for?
Chasing after good whiskey, you're not there.
You're still,
okay.
You don't understand.
I don't understand.
You appreciate the taste.
Again, my problem is if you're gonna take something after it,
you wait for the aftertaste.
But if you're gonna be burning your mouth We have a halakha. It says halakha b'mforashet from the Gemara and on. Everybody agrees if you're going to take a tomato, a sour tomato, or what is it called? Non-cooked tomato. It took a small tomato. It's sour when you eat it.
Pickle?
What bracha? Anything. Anything you take from a vegetable that it's not fully developed, not edible. What bracha are you making it? None.
Oh no, no.
No bracha, chevre. What bracha? It's
Talking
charif.
about the green tomatoes?
Not you don't enjoy it at all. Not pickled, nothing. You're gonna put something in your mouth. You don't make a bracha on it. Why are you gonna make a bracha on
Put it in
it?
your mouth because something is burning?
It's not ready yet. It's not ripe. It's nothing. It's charif. It's not
Why are you
enjoyable.
putting it in your mouth?
Why? Because it's crazy. I don't know why. That's my question. And not drinkers. They make a bracha on a drink. Why? Until today, I'm
Some
bewildered.
people are drinking to
qualitative
get.
too.
Some people are drinking to get drunk. Some people are drinking for.
Good,
to enjoy the
good.
flavor. Some
I
people-
agree with you. He's
some
drinking
people
to
are
get
drinking for
drunk.
both.
He's drinking to get drunk, but don't make a bracha. That's what I'm trying to say. You're right. That's the reason. He wants to get drunk. His wife drove him nuts. His children are. He's ready to hang from the
No,
ceiling.
he wants
He
to
wants to
drink
get
to have
drunk.
fun.
Good. He wants to get drunk and not to feel this world. Good. So don't make a bracha. Why? Because you're not drinking it. You're not enjoying it.
But he's gonna enjoy it after that.
I don't. After he's not really enjoying. He's burning himself until his body knocks out. But he's burning himself. That's the problem. The whole point is over here, from the mouth till here. He's burning himself.
So you're saying anytime you're taking medication, vitamins.
Oh, yeah, but vitamins for sure you make a
never
bracha.
say-
Vitamins, yes, because there's flavor. You have a flavor.
You're saying vitamins?
Vitamins, if you have flavor.
If
Yeah,
they have
flavor.
Yeah.
They don't
If it's in a capsule, for sure not.
But it
Let's
gives
say
you water.
vitamins, what is it called? Citronamon. You put it in your mouth and it smells like you have an acidic
It's like a
taste.
gummy. There's some
Gummies, mummies, yeah, anything that has a type of flavor, you have to make a bracha. It's a shayla. Okay, Leor, one more line, and that's it.
Talking about if you take
The בלאו הכי יש למגינין וכנזכר הכי בגזית או קבע יטול ידיו ולא יברך על הנטילת מחמת ספק. So here, since he's doing it as a lefit, he ate salty or he drank something harif and he wants to eat less than even more than a kabeya. So since there's a machloket, wash your hands but don't make a bracha. Ish Matzliach wants to say something here. וכן פסק הכפיים, so too rolls the כפיים, because now the bread is not the ikar. The ikar is you're burning and you want to get rid of the pain. Baruch Adonai Olam Amen. Thank you for staying. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should bless us all with good care for your children, and good sleep. So tomorrow morning, don't forget we have learning here.
something else follows.